The problem with the Sakamoto Days anime adaptation on Netflix is, drumroll, nothing. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the adaptation. In fact, I'll tell you who the problem is, and man, you are not gonna like the answer. It's the anime community. That's where the problem is. Let me explain. My name is Tyler, and welcome to the Manga Cafe. Alright, let's do this. The Sakamoto Days anime is a very good adaptation when it comes to manga adaptations. When you look at what happened with adaptations like Record of Ragnarok on Netflix, which had basically still PowerPoint presentation art, or even more recently with the Blue Lock Season 2, we should know by now what a bad adaptation is. Heck, don't get me started on Season 2 of The Promised Neverland, because that is my favorite manga series of all time, and it was done so dirty. Like, you're telling me we're gonna get a remake of the One Piece anime before they remake The Promised Neverland? Like, are you kidding me? Even Shaman King got a remake. Alright, come on people. Subscribe to this channel if you're with me on this. So when the Sakamoto Days trailer came out, there was a lot of backlash on Twitter. A lot of people were complaining about the opening sequence, saying that it looked lazy and it was slow, and they were basically writing off the Sakamoto Days anime as an awful adaptation even before the first episode released, which is insane. And then episode 1 dropped and I was blown away. Like, I really enjoyed it. The adaptation was so good, and while I talk about why this adaptation is good and who the problem is, I want you to look at your screen. I want you to see in this video the manga versus anime comparisons. Episode 1 did a really good job at adapting chapter 1, and this is where the problem is. The anime community is the problem. The amount of people on Twitter and Reddit who are saying that the animation style was awful in comparison to animes like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Attack on Titan are completely wrong. And the reason why is this. Sakamoto Days is not like those other stories. This series is grounded in reality more than those other two. This is like the John Wick of shonen manga. There is no reason why in the first episode of Sakamoto Days that we should have Demon Slayer level animation like with what we got in that Tenzin fight. Do you remember that? You remember how crazy that Tenzin fight was? Why would that happen? Why would we get intense fighting animation like in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 when Sukuna fights Mahagaraga in the Shibuya incident arc? Bruh, why would we get that? Taro Sakamoto fights Shin in a grocery store using his physical fighting skills and candy. He freaking uses like a little slingshot he makes out of a rubber band and shoots candy at Shin. He later fights a warehouse full of thugs who are using guns and other like martial arts type weapons. He's not out here using freaking, water breathing technique or stuff. He's not doing that. We're not here trying to see what Sakamoto's domain expansion is going to look like, because that is not going to happen in this type of series. The most like supernatural crazy thing that happens in this series is when Sakamoto is fighting like crazy and goes like Super Saiyan. He burns all of his fat and goes into his prime like Hitman mode where he's skinny and he's not fat anymore and he looks like his younger self. Like, that's how crazy it's gonna get. Like, obviously, you have like Shin, he's a clairvoyant, so he can read people's minds. At some point you're gonna see this, I don't want to spoil it, but you're gonna see this awesome sword wielder. Dude, he freaking just like cuts up things in half, like it's like environments. He cuts environments in half. That's as crazy as it's gonna get. We're not gonna see water breathing style 5, and see Sakamoto summon shit, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Oh my god, you're crazy. You're always so hyperbolically violent. You need therapy.
So to think that Sakamoto Days was ever going to have the animation style of Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, or Attack on Titan is completely stupid. And here's the thing, guys, it's a really good adaptation. It's very fun. It's very well put together. And I'm not going to say that it's always going to stay like that. Heck, it probably won't. There's probably going to be some episodes where we're like, whoa, what the heck is this? This isn't good. Heck, there might be a bad season 2, maybe season 3. I don't know. So I'm not saying that it's perfect or it's going to stay as good as it is. But what I'm saying is, as of now, watching the episodes that I've seen, it's good. And here's hoping that this level of quality continues. Is it a perfect adaptation? Absolutely not. For example, I would love to know why chapters 2 and 3 were just completely ignored in the anime. These were really interesting chapters in the manga that helped solidify Shin and Sakamoto's new relationship. Since Shin was now an employee of the store, why didn't they include these? Like, they might not have driven the plot forward, but they were definitely driving the character development forward. I mean, heck, Shin wasn't taking a shower in the chapter 1 manga, and yet they felt like we should throw that one in the anime. So there are some story decisions where you're like, okay, interesting that we chose to add this, but not include this. All in all, I really think people need to give the Sakamoto Days anime a chance. And I think that the community as a whole needs to apologize for their comparison. Not every anime needs to be Demon Slayer level quality. Same with Jujutsu Kaisen or Attack on Titan. Sometimes you get adaptations like this that just work because it's made in the conventions of the rules that need to be played in this world. Like, I'm not going to compare a slice of life anime. I'm not going to like compare, hey, how come this doesn't have the same animation style as Free Rend? How come this doesn't have the same animation style as like Yu-Gi-Oh or Dragon Ball Z? Like, this animation style works for the series that's being made for. I don't know. What are your thoughts though? Like, I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments. Starting this channel, it's been like scary. It's been happy. I really hope that you guys like the videos that I'm putting out. Like, seriously, let me know in the comments what you think of the videos. What can I do to improve on? Like, seriously, I'm here for the feedback. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Tyler, and this is the Manga Cafe, a place where we talk manga, make manga, and have a silly goose time. I'll see you in the next video. This one's just a little shorter one, but hey, sometimes we just gotta say our point. We just say our point and like, this is it. This is how we're feeling. All right, peace.